Darling, you send me, I know you send me. Darling, you send me, I know you send me. Darling, you send me, I know you send me. Darling,
what is up, guys? I'm back with another review. This time I took one of my good friends to one of my favorite countries and islands in the Caribbean, Turks and Caicos. And in fact, we went to visit my favorite private island in the Turks and Caicos, which is COMO Parrot Cay, or Parrot Cay. I call it Parrot Cay. Turks and Caicos is known for their turquoise waters, soft powdery sand, but I think COMO Parrot Cay takes it to another level. In fact, prior to arrival, I even told my friend and most of my clients, I actually tell them that the sand at Parrot Cay feels like someone dropped a bag of baking flour onto the floor and you just stepped on it. That's how soft it is. It's a bit of an exaggeration, but honestly, it's not that much of a stretch. Now, first thing first, to actually reach COMO Parrot Cay, you have to actually fly into Turks and Caicos into Providenciales. Airport code is PLS. Then the COMO team will pick you up in a private transfer. It takes you to the marina where there's a dock and a nice lounge for you to check in, relax, get some refreshment. In this case, we actually did the check-in in the lounge, and then you head to the boat, a nice 25-minute ride to the private island where the resort is. Like most people, I hate transfers and logistics. It's just part of the necessary evil. But in this case, I will say the boat ride is actually quite enjoyable. You get to see some of the most turquoise water and deserted beaches in the country. So it's actually one of my favorite transfers if I had to choose one. There are different types of accommodation options here, but my favorite one has to be a beach house directly situated on the beach. Before I start rambling too much, I'm just going to show you guys a tour of our beach house and let you be the judge yourself. Woo! What's up, guys? Welcome to our beach house at Parrot Cay. In our 2-bedroom beach house. All right, upon entering to the beach house, immediately to the left, you'll see that we have this nice pantry over here. Really, it's kind of for the butler to help you guys arrange anything you want. We have a microwave here, which I know is very functional and practical for a lot of my clients with families. Of course, you have your mini bar here, which is great because the mini bar not only is it complimentary, but it can be personalized. Your butler will arrange that for you prior to arrival or once you're on site. For Julie and I right now, we've got beer, Coke, and Evian and some mango juice in here. So every day that's refilled accordingly. And then you have your Nespresso machine, some snacks, tons of teas and everything. Obviously, your butler will refill that every time he comes to visit you, which is quite often. And now walking into the main living space, you see that we'll have additional storage area, nice to have for the butler and for him or her to arrange things for the family. Moving on over here, you'll see that we have a very nice dining table. It looks like it's meant for 4, but it can easily seat up to 2 additional people for 6. So this beach house is really meant for family or groups of 4. We have a king bed and 2 additional beds. But if you wanted to add 2 additional people, small children, etc., you can certainly do that. There's enough space for it. And walking over here to the main living area, you'll see that it's extremely comfortable, airy, and bright. Thanks to these sliding pocket doors, you'll see that we have this awesome coffee table that looks like a piece of art. It looks like this plank of wood that's found on the beach or something like that, like a driftwood. And these sofas are extremely comfortable. I've already taken a couple naps on here, fell asleep super easily. With a view in the distance. This is definitely a great area to hang out. There are a lot of things I love about this house. I will point out one thing that's a pet peeve of mine. I think the TV is just a tad too small for the size of this wall in the room. I don't love the exposed wiring. So if I had to find something to pick on, that would be it. One of the things I love about this house is that the ceilings are so high, easily 15 feet, if not more, and it gives you this super open feeling and wide, and I love the distressed beams and everything. Gives you that sense of place when you're here. And lastly, the air conditioner works extremely well here, which is an important factor when you're visiting a beach location. As you can see, it's a very nice and comfortable space. We have a chair and of course a king-size bed. The floor is entirely redone with new wood floors. The same theme as the living space, high ceiling and distressed wood. with a fan in here, and it's just super cool. And you have these shutters that makes you feel like you're in the beach hut for sure. You also have direct access to a screened-in porch from the master. You can hang out there and don't have to worry about any flies or anything like that, or the weather if it's raining. It's something that my wife really loves, especially when it's raining a little bit. She can just sit out on the terrace with a screened-in porch, enjoy the rain and maybe a cup of tea. So it gives you access to your private pool, the beach, and then of course the sea. I love that Parrot Cay actually wraps glassware in paper, so you know that's 100% sanitized. Even though this beach house has that kind of rustic vibe to it, next to your bed you still have the USB outlets. You even have the new USB-C outlets. And speaking of rustic, you cannot get more rustic than an outdoor shower, right? So we have this outdoor shower from the master, and you have a waterfall shower. Of course, you do have an indoor glass shower as well. Again, I think the renovation they've done here is extremely tasteful. For the most part, it's not overly designed. It just feels super homey and comfortable. Yeah, you definitely can sense that you're at the beach. And I just wanted to quickly show you guys the second bedroom here, pretty much the same size as the master. We have this awesome, really cool bed frame here. And this bed, while my friend Drew is staying here with me, so it's a king bed, but they can divide this up into 2 queens as well. If you have 2 children traveling with you, you could easily put 2 in here plus a rollaway bed even, so you can fit 3 children here. And you do have an ensuite bathroom in the second bedroom as well. That's connected to the foyer. It could be a guest / second guest bathroom. All right, now that we've got the living space, bedroom, everything out of the way, here is what this place is all about. Welcome to your private beach, sea, and this awesome private pool. Man, where do I even start? This is honestly one of the favorite parts of the renovation. So this used to be a 1-bedroom beach house, and they just had a plunge pool. They've basically stretched this out into a full-length pool. I can actually do laps in here. I love the fact that it's so much bigger. If you had a group of 4 or 5, you could easily all be in here hanging out and does not feel too tight or packed. Even as I'm speaking right now, I just love the sound of the ocean and the turquoise water. Having meals out here is fantastic. We woke up this morning, took a dip in the pool, and our butler was kind enough to arrange breakfast here. It just felt like this seamless experience. As I said earlier, the second bedroom has direct access to the pool. 2 day beds over there, and they're under the shade. So you can pick where you want to sit. If you want to be in the sun tanning, or you just want to relax, read a book out in the shade, but you don't sacrifice the view. Following me to this side, you'll see that this is the screened-in porch I was referring to earlier, where Laura loves to sit and have a book and tea, especially if it's raining. And it does have a fan in there too. So like I said, everything is extremely thought out. 2 additional lounge seats over here, and it's well shaded throughout the day, so you don't have to worry about moving around. If you do want to be out in the sun, getting your tan, you can have the butler put down the umbrella for you and just lounge over there. All right, it's time for me to show you guys why so many people flock to Turks and Caicos every year just to have their feet set in the sand and water here. This is perhaps one of the best beach and water I've ever seen in the world, even comparable to Maldives. The sand stays cool throughout the day. You know, I think it's about 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Sand is perfectly cool and nice and powdery. Actually, we had a storm yesterday, so the water is maybe about 70% of its usual quality of clarity and turquoise blue. So the best thing about this beach house is that we have direct access from our pool to the beach. Imagining waking up every morning, just come down here and take a dip into the turquoise sea, step foot onto this powdery sand to start your day. I mean, it doesn't get better than this, right? It actually reminds me of Amampulo. I know a lot of my clients have been to Amampulo, is that you can come onto the beach, walk directly down to the beach club restaurant and the main pools. And once you're here, you never really have to use your front door again until you're departing. It's pretty amazing, which is why we keep coming back. As you saw, our beach house is a prime location just situated directly on the beach. And as I mentioned earlier, there are multiple types of accommodation options here at Parrot Cay. But I actually have another favorite 2-bedroom option. Their renovated beach houses isn't even on the market yet. It's not on their website. So it's something that I have a bit of access to. If you want to check it out, it's actually on my Instagram. You can click on there, go see the highlights, and you can see a quick walkthrough. And again, at this moment, they're not selling that directly, but it's something I love to select and have my friends at COMO Parrot Cay assign to my clients who are staying in a 2-bedroom beach house. Some of my friends and clients who follow me on Instagram actually might recall that I went to COMO Parrot Cay in 2019. And the reason I didn't do a review at that time is because I knew that the property was going through an extensive renovation, including adding a pool, refreshing the rooms, and adding a new bedroom to the beach house, as I pointed out. So there were a lot of things going on, and I wanted to give the property time and come into its new fresh product. That being said, I'm happy to share that the new adult pool is in place and it looks amazing. Actually, when I first saw the video of the new adult pool, I actually thought it looked rather small and was a bit unimpressive. But once I got there in person, it was a complete different story. I really enjoyed it. I think one of the things I love about COMO Parrot Cay is that it's not flashy, it's not super chic or whatever. It's just really, really comfortable. It feels like you're going to a friend's beach house on a private island. I love the fact that both their pools are right on the beach, just about having a fantastic setting on the most amazing beach in the Caribbean. So I love the fact that I can go from my lounge seat to the ocean to the pool. I can just go back and forth. Whereas some properties, you have to decide, do you want to go camp out at the pool or at the beach? You have to make a trade-off somewhere. And that also ties back to what I said about the beach house, which is that everything you need and you want to enjoy is kind of all in this area together where you can reach within ease. You feel private, but at the same time, you can reach everything just within a few minutes by walking along the beach. And something about it is just really nice and well thought out. Now let's talk about the food. The food last year, actually, I was quite unimpressed with the food. I told some of my clients that I loved COMO Parrot Cay, I love the beach, I love the water, but the food was actually hit or miss. It was so-so. Breakfast was kind of sad, but lunch and dinner, I had good meals and I had some bad dishes. This year, I'm happy to share that food has gotten drastically better. COMO being an Asian brand has a lot of Asian dishes on there or Asian fusion. I had a pork bao that was really, really good. We had some really good hamachi, ceviche dishes. It was fresh and healthy and light. And I think the menus here isn't extensive, but they do every single item really well, which I appreciate. I always take quality over quantity. And that applies to food, hotel accommodations, etc. All right, now my favorite thing and maybe the most important thing is service. Being in the beach house, we had our private butler. And what I really appreciate about it is that COMO Parrot Cay, the butler is actually just a butler for your villa or house only. Often I will go to resorts, hotels who boast about having a butler, but the problem is the quality of butlers across hotels varies across such a wide spectrum that I often have very low expectations or I just don't have any at all and hoping for the best. Well, in this case, the butler's outstanding. Even from my trip last year to COMO Parrot Cay, I knew their butler service was amazing and it was just 1-to-1 ratio. And this year I had a great butler. His name was Shot. Shout out to Shot, who looked after us tirelessly and was very proactive in helping us find things to do, help us to book reservations, etc., just to make sure that we had a fabulous stay. I love the fact that we can reach out to him on WhatsApp if we don't want to use our phone, and I can shoot him a text. Hey, we're going to be back in the beach house in maybe 30 minutes. Can you please have some towels there for us? Maybe some beverages, champagne, and everything is done. I love that seamless experience. But if you're just staying in the regular rooms, their service is still fantastic. When you go to the pool, restaurants, everyone is eager to help. Staff will proactively seek you out to ask if you need to have your lounge seats set up, if you need some water. It actually felt like Southeast Asia hospitality in the Caribbean. A lot of my clients travel in groups or families. So that being said, I did want to check out some of the bigger accommodations like a villa. I went to check out the Point House Villa, which is in a different location, way more private. Take a look and I hope you guys will enjoy this tour. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Point House, one of my favorite villas here on the island. I'm super stoked to show you guys around. Come on in. All right, so this is the Point House and it is stunning. It's a 3-bedroom villa, 5,000 square feet. You can see that it has a 30-foot ceiling, and due to all the floor to ceiling windows and sliding doors, tons of natural light in here. The entire concept, I think, is just wide open. You have a mixture of the COMO Asian aesthetics from Indonesia mixed in with the Caribbean. It's just absolutely stunning. Upon entry, you'll see that you have this crazy custom dining table for 10 as of now. We can easily add 2 more and make it 12. This is a great place to entertain with your friends. Imagine all the good meals you will have here. And on that note, follow me here into the kitchen. You have a full-size kitchen. You have a full range of appliances, fridge, oven, induction. You can have a private chef come in here, prepare some amazing meals for friends and family. Coming down the hall, we'll take you to the first bedroom, and you can see that along the way, there are various Asian touches and things like that. And just down the hallway, you have this media room / office. TV with a really, really comfy day bed and a desk. If you have children, they can even come in here and watch a film or do nap time here. I think it's really convenient and functional. And it also has a half bath attached to it. Again, this could probably even be converted into a 4th bedroom if needed. We have this absolutely stunning master bedroom. High ceiling is kind of the theme throughout the entire villa. And you can see that you have this cool ensuite living area, fantastic and comfy. And this beanbag is super, super cool. I mean, I could just nap in here for hours and maybe read a good book, catch up with friends over a nice conversation. Yeah. I might come back here after the shoot. Stepping over here, you are on this elevated platform. The bed is set very low to reflect the Asian aesthetics, Indonesia, maybe even a little bit of Japanese in there. It feels minimalistic, but you have all these various of textures and material that really makes it a bit more warm, but at the same time, it's very, very interesting. And I love that it's a villa and a home that has a lot of detail that you really have to spend time to appreciate. And of course, a nice master has to have a nice bathroom. So walking in here, it's airy and bright. Other parts of the house, you have a rain shower. You have this really cool sunken bathtub. Of course, you have to have an outdoor shower. So if you come out here, it almost feels like you're in a garden just off the master bedroom here, and you have a waterfall shower. It's almost like a little spa area. I'm gonna show you guys the third bedroom upstairs because the second one is nearly identical to the first. In some ways, this is actually my favorite bedroom. You have this insane view of the ocean and the pool and the living space. It's elevated like a mezzanine. I feel as if this is my adult treehouse. The inner child in me just love these bean bags. And waking up every morning, the first thing you see is that turquoise water. That's tough to beat. Back in the living room, probably the favorite space for everyone to hang out. Walking out here, you have your private terrace and pool. It's a massive pool, an endless amount of space for lounge seats and just hanging out, taking a dip, having some beverages, lunch. Your butler will take care of everything for you. And of course, over here, you have your private access to your private beach. There are additional lounge seats over here with a gazebo. Think about coming out here at night, have the umbrellas down and just do stargazing, maybe have a bonfire out, making some s'mores, cliffs and rocks. It's very, very dramatic. It's really tough to paint a picture of just how stunning this place is. And again, reach out to your travel advisor like myself to see what is the best fit for your needs. For most families, I think this is a no-brainer. Yeah, you're gonna love it. I hope you guys found the Point House Villa as impressive and fun as I did. It's a fantastic option as a 3-bedroom, plenty of space for everyone to hang out. In conclusion, I loved it. I love this stay even more so than last time. And I'm happy that I waited to review the property until they went through the renovation process. And it's just super impressive. The managing director, Tapa, and his team, they're doing a wonderful job. And I can't wait to see how they're going to transform the island even more so and elevate it to one of the best properties in the Caribbean. And going back to what I said earlier, what I really love about COMO Parrot Cay is that there's no marketing, there's no flashiness, it's just substance. You get a beach house, or I really like to call it, it's a beach shack. Maybe this is where James Bond goes after a mission and just hangs out and lay low for like a month. It's convenient for families. Yeah, at the same time, it's very romantic for couples. Families can have their children and little ones go into the water without worrying about strong currents or waves and things like that. As always, I would suggest you to reach out to a luxury travel advisor like myself, find the best location, room, and resort for your trips. First-hand knowledge and relationships can really help make a huge difference on a client's stay. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful for anyone who's looking to visiting Turks and Caicos or just somewhere fabulous in the tropics. If you find these reviews to be helpful in the planning process, please subscribe to my channel where I'll have more videos up of various luxury properties, and hopefully I'm adding value to my viewers. And I'll see you guys soon at the next resort. Cheers.